3, 2, 1.
You know what I feel like doing?
No.
Oh, wow. I feel like kicking back, relaxing, getting comfy. Welcome to the Get Comfy podcast. I'm your host, Kalo, as always, here to give you the lowdown, and I'm joined by my co-host.
What up, guys? It's your boy, DJ AIM.
DJ AIM, you know.
The original co-host.
Shots fired at Amanda. You know, we miss the people here on the podcast, but, you know.
Kalo also missed the one-on-one quality time that we used to have back when we first started.
One-on-one time. That's just it. But, you know, I brought you in today because...
You felt lonely.
Yeah, I felt lonely, but I felt like you were the authority on this topic.
Yeah.
And, you know, it has to completely do with who you are.
Oh, yeah. And you know I'm going to freak out throughout this topic.
Oh, yeah, 110%.
Oh, yeah.
But we're here today, as the title of this podcast reads, we're here today to talk to you about the upcoming movies and some of their problems, if they have problems.
They're going to have problems.
Yeah, they're going to have problems. And that is the new Aladdin film coming out in 2019. Actually, May 24th, 2019 is coming out.
Which, actually, they bounced. Fun fact, Avengers was coming out May 1st, but they were like, oh, that's too close to Aladdin.
Yeah.
That's going to kill Aladdin. Let's push it back.
Send them back in the bottle.
Yeah.
And we're going to be also talking about the new Men in Black film, Men in Black International, coming out June 14th, 2019.
I think Will Smith signed the wrong contract. He's supposed to be in the Men in Black movie. Not
supposed to be in the Men in Black
movie. He signed up. He got contracts mixed up.
He has so many coming in that he just didn't know what to do with it.
He's like, I think this is Men in Black. Ugh.
Yeah. So we're going to hit on Aladdin right now.
We're going to hit on him?
Yeah, obviously. Because we want to take the magic carpet ride.
And show us this whole new world.
Whole new world. Yeah. But, you know, as we record this, a few days ago, the First Look Entertainment magazine dropped, and it had on the cover Aladdin, Jasmine, and the genie.
No Apu.
No Apu, no monkey, and no. I'm about to say Zazu. I always get them confused.
My God, that's Gilbert Garfield's voice.
But they're both parrots.
No,
they're both parrots.
No, Zazu's not a parrot.
You know,
Zazu's an African bird that talks British.
Yeah, sure. Anyway,
don't at me.
Yeah, don't at me. So there's a lot of controversy that surrounds this magazine cover, just for the fact that Will Smith, who is playing the genie, wasn't blue.
Well,
he wasn't part of the Blue Man Group.
And this was like, when did you show me this? This was like 2 days ago? Yesterday.
Yeah, 2 days ago. And
we found out, have you seen the new cover? They changed it up for making him blue now. There's a new cover of him being blue.
Yeah, people actually, what they did was to kind of retaliate towards this whole controversy. They took it upon themselves to Photoshop Will Smith.
It's not Photoshop.
Yeah, that's a Photoshop. He is, because they just dyed his skin blue.
No, because I was just reading. They were saying that entertainment really has no correlations with Disney.
Yeah.
So they said that, as like you said, some parts he is going to be human.
Yeah.
But the most of the parts when he's not human, he's going to be CGI.
Yeah, so
maybe it is Photoshop.
Yeah, so basically what they're getting at here is what you see on the entertainment magazine is that's his human form. And throughout the movie, or the OG movie, I should say, there was times where he changed from blue to like a normal tan skin color. Now, in this movie, it has been confirmed that, yes, he's going to be in that form, and he's wearing blue clothes, but for the majority, I'd say a good 85% of the film, he's going to be a CGI blue genie.
See, the thing is, and I told you about this before, which I'm absolutely not trying to lose my mind over here, because this is the Get Comfy podcast, not Lose Your Shit podcast.
Yeah.
You're having him CGI.
Yeah. Why
have the cast Will Smith, pay Will Smith great money, while you can have the same voice as Robin Williams, just drag it into the CGI, it's much easier.
Yeah.
Which nothing to take away from Will Smith. Great person.
Yeah.
Greatest of our generation at the time.
Yeah.
Still is. And the fact that is you're having him, which everybody knows that Genie always has, always will be, and always will forever be Robin Williams.
Yeah, I think you hit sort of a good point, and I think we've mentioned this before on the podcast, that if you had to pick anyone to replace Robin Williams, it would be Will Smith.
Yes.
The purist of old Disney films obviously stand by their word. Robin Williams is the best genie. I agree to an extent. It's more of a fact that I'm open to seeing someone else take up the mantle. Now, these are huge shoes to fill. for Will Smith. Like, this is a big challenge.
It could be a hit or miss.
It could be a hit or miss. I think Will Smith can stand up to this. Like, he can stand up to the plate, hit a home run, and I think it's more of a thing to see where when the film comes out, how do you walk out of this film? Like, what do you take away from it? And I think that, you know, with these live action remakes, it's more of a thing where you can't release the same film, like word for word, shot for shot.
Well, no, they said that in the movie there are going to be some scenes that are different.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some brand new scenes. More on that later after we move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of people are going to. They said they don't know how people are going to react when you realize there are going to be some scenes directly from the movie, scene by scene, and there are going to be some new scenes. Like, we found out that Jasmine's going to have a more bigger plot.
Yeah.
In the movie, she's going to have her own semi-arc, because the original movie, it was all
about Aladdin.
All Aladdin. But you're going to have, like, you can see Jasmine a little bit more action on her.
Yeah.
And rather than the whole scene basing on Aladdin.
Yeah, I think that comes with the times. You know, people are more open to see a main, strong female protagonist, and they want to see more of what she could do. And I think that opens up more time in the movie. And I know that, you know, there might be a time in the movie where there's a song and it's not going to be there. They got to do Friend Like Me, because I feel like that's the song. Arabian Nights.
A Friend Like Me, what was that one again?
That was Genie's song. Like, Robin Williams sang it. You'll never have a friend like
Oh, in the beginning, with Genie.
Yeah, when he comes out of the lamp.
For the first time.
Yeah, Jafar, I'm interested to see how that plays out.
He doesn't have the little goatee, like the long-ass goatee, which I'm kind of upset about.
Yeah, but Genie also looks a little different.
Yeah.
Aladdin looks fine. I mean, like,
would you want all the songs, or what songs would you want in?
I think that Friend Like Me,
Whole New World.
Whole New World, Jafar song at the end, you know, Prince Ali, Fabulous.
Oh, Prince Ali.
Yeah, and I
that's
think,
when
like,
the elephant and all them.
I feel like that like movie, like the old one, 1992, it had enough songs in it. And I feel like they'll do that, but they'll do like what the Jungle Book did, and they'll allude to the song. Like, what is it? I Want to Be Like You from Jungle Book. Baloo sang that, like, very little bit, but it was there. Like, they're not going to get rid of these songs. And I feel like if you want to, like, hit the right notes, especially for the people that love Aladdin, you're going to want to sing these songs. And I think that it offers you more of a chance to sell CDs with the songs on them. So
CDs, like, people use CDs now.
CDs, downloads. Look at me. I'm stuck in the past.
So,
it's just me.
My question is, because we've seen pictures, we know what Apu looks like, the monkey.
Yeah.
But Jafar had a great companion, Gilbert Gottfried's parakeet.
I'm looking this up because I need to know his name.
Gilbert Gottfried.
No, I'm talking about the actual parrot's name.
But the question is, we haven't seen a picture of him. Is he gonna be CGI? And if he is,
Lago. That's his name.
If they do a CGI parakeet like they did Apu, can they have Gilbert Gottfried? I want his voice.
I'm gonna look up the casting right now because I want to see if.
Because Gilbert Gottfried, from cartoons, when you hear that specific voice, it's like Krunk. Whenever you hear Krunk playing a voice, you know that's Krunk from Emperor's New Groove. When Gilbert Gottfried talks, you just be like, oh, if you see him in a live action movie, you'd be like, oh my, I'm ready to flip out right now.
I don't really see. I'm looking up.
Is he in there?
I do not see Lago actually on this. I don't see it on the listing. I'm going to look up the full listing because obviously there's like bodyguards, there's this, there's that, but I don't see a Lago here. And
speaking of bodyguards, can they have do you think they should have that first song of Aladdin that came in?
Arabian Nights?
No, the one where Aladdin's stealing the bread.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that might not be a song that's in it.
Well, they have the scene of him flying out. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's out there that you see him flying off, like hitting the low bands. And also, the question is, because you know a lot of live action, they don't say the name right. Aladdin's real name in like the Middle Eastern is Aladdin. Do you think they're gonna call him Aladdin, like how they call it Ong Ang? No, call it Ang Ong.
Ong. Yeah, they might switch up the names.
Do you think they might call him Aladdin, how it's like really pronounced, or they might keep him OG like Aladdin?
I think they might keep him OG. I'm looking at the whole listing here.
Yeah. And
it just says for like one of these actors' roles, it says actor, voice, and it says Will Blagrove. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't see.
Can you just get Hawaii? I'm gonna call Disney up right now I'm gonna call Disney up right now and say, here.
Yeah, you're calling them. Now I'm looking
Give me a
up.
sec, hold on.
Yeah, you can take your time there, while I try to figure out. There's no.
Hello, Disney.
Yeah, he's on the phone with Disney. Obviously.
Yeah. Can I talk to the director who's behind the movie Aladdin?
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie. Yes, Guy Ritchie. Who am I? I'm just a local podcaster coming from New York, Westchester, New York.
Of course.
Oh, I don't want to have clearance to talk to him? Well, okay, I'm just a child that's trying to fix his childhood movie. All right, because, you guys have to make everything a movie.
Yeah.
No luck.
No luck.
No luck.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to have a Lago, but what they might do is, because it's live action, he can just be a parrot. Like, he doesn't have to talk.
Or just, which is going to lead on to our next topic, that also the tiger of Jasmine's tiger is not going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want the director, for whatever reason, even they didn't want a live tiger mauling. Because you know how Jasmine's so close to the tiger, she hugs him, she kisses him, they're afraid. You don't even need to do a live tiger, because Walking Dead for so long did a CGI tiger.
Yeah.
But so instead of doing a tiger, they have this girl who's supposed to be the comic relief for Jasmine. And when she meets the suitors, she's supposed to be the tiger, basically.
Yeah.
For Aladdin, for Jasmine. So they might do a person who is maybe the monkey is that guy you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, the monkey didn't have a voice.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking, because
the parakeet talks. The
parrot talks.
The parrot talks because he has some great insights.
It's Gilbert Gottfried.
And
that's who he was.
And that's how that's how Jafar got the lamp, because Lago took the lamp.
Yeah.
And that's how Jafar got it.
That's where I'm like kind of. That's what I think they're doing. They're gonna make the animals just animals. They're not gonna have voices. And grant you, that's what they're gonna do. Maybe there's hope that maybe in these listings it's kind of like a surprise, but surprise talking parrot. But I honestly don't think that. I think they're gonna go the real animal route.
So, but
we're gonna put Aladdin back in the lamp. I think, because I think it's time to move on to our next stop. Oh,
I want to hear I have two things.
Yes.
What's your thought about not having the tiger?
Yeah.
In it, but having a live action person that's synonymous with Jasmine, that's supposed to be comic relief. How do you feel about that? Because they're changing that up.
I think the tiger is interchangeable because it wasn't a huge factor in the film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grant you, people are going to be upset about that. It sucks, but what are you going to do? like they can very well, because this is just actors listings. This isn't CGI confirmed in the film. They can very well throw that in and we don't know about it, because the trailers that have been shown, or the screen grabs that have been shown, haven't really shown much.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more to this film that we don't know about, and it's something that we gotta just wait for. I'm not gonna be heartbroken that there's no tiger.
Yeah.
As long as the person whose comic relief is good, then I'm fine.
Because remember the scene where Aladdin is before he takes Jasmine off on the carpet, the tiger is about to eat him and push him off, and that's comic relief. So she has to do something like that.
Yeah.
But also another thing, because we know Aladdin is just not a standalone movie. There's two other Aladdin movies.
Yeah.
After this, The Return of Jafar and then The Prince of whatever.
Yeah.
Which you find out about Aladdin. Instead, do you think this movie is gonna be as good and then have the two other movies online? Would you want, because the other two, because this Aladdin movie when it came out in 1982 which was in the theaters.
Yeah.
The other two movies were straight to DVD.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna carry on?
I think that kind of stands with how it does in the box office.
Would you want it?
Would I want it?
Have you seen the
I
other two?
don't even remember them, to be honest. I think I've definitely seen Return of Jafar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. That's the thing. Like, I'm fine with the one-offs, and that's fine. I think like I said, it has more to do with how the movie does in the box office. If they're going to release another Aladdin 2, or just like The Lion King, how that does. If they're going to release Simba's Pride, or Return to Scar, or whatever that other one is.
Well, it's Lion King 1.5.
And 1.5,
and
whatever.
Lion King 2. Get your uncultured swine.
I know. I'm just like that.
Where did you get off?
I don't know. I'm still on the train. I'm still on the train.
Choo choo.
But you know what? I think it's time
to get off the train.
No, I'm gonna wipe your memory.
Oh no, not again.
Just look right here. I'm gonna flash, and there you go. we're going to put Aladdin back in the lamp, and I think it's time that we talk about the new upcoming Men in Black film, Men in Black International, coming out June 14th, 2019. This film includes the likes of Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, who was Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok.
Connected. Thor and Men in Black all connected.
It's in the same universe. Confirmed. Liam Neeson, who's a surprise in this.
Connected to take in the Star Wars.
Yeah, honestly.
It's all in. And then Q from James Bond.
Yeah.
She's part of James Bond's lore. It's all in.
Yeah, I'm looking at this cast. I think there's promise. We watched the trailer.
We talked about this. I said how from the shows that we saw.
Yeah.
I feel like they're making Liam Neeson, Tommy Lee Jones, the senior.
Yeah.
Been on the missions. Other people in the station believe otherwise. Do you think Liam Neeson's gonna be the guy who's in charge? Because I think it's gonna be the lady, the queen of MI6 that's in now.
Yeah. So apparently, I'm looking at the casting because IMDb never lies.
Never. It's like Wikipedia.
Yeah, so Liam Neeson is he doesn't have anything by his name.
Yeah, so he's just Liam Neeson.
He's just Liam Neeson, I guess.
He has certain skills.
I think, because if you look on Google, it says the cast, and it says Liam Neeson, head of and I assume it's the Men in Black.
Yeah.
So
maybe he is.
Yeah, because I remember that Agent K wiped his memory in the last Men in Black of their trilogy. And
who wiped his memory?
He wiped his own memory. Tommy
yeah, Tommy Lee wiped his own. Oh yeah, you're right.
He wiped his own memory, and
no, I'm not saying Liam Neeson is Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I'm just saying that he's like you said, he's going to be the new
Tommy Lee Jones,
the new veteran, I should say. The trailer looks all right. With these films, it's kind of like the Ghostbusters thing, where I'm not going to hold my breath to say that it's going to be amazing.
The cast has something to say. The cast has
potential, and I like the pairing of Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth
because they were great. They
were great in Ragnarok. Liam Neeson's always good.
Yeah,
I mean,
his movies always do so well.
I remember there was a time where Liam Neeson said he was going to stop doing action films, and I'm kind of like, what are you going to do?
See, I made a joke earlier. I'm just waiting for a James Bond cameo because it looks like a James Bond's movie. Because it's
James Bond.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Because tell me, you saw the trailer. Is it because it's just in London and it feels like a James Bond movie, or is it because how the cast is and how they have the queen that was in, although lady that was the head of MI6?
Yeah. So I think that
it has that feel. Was just me.
Well, I think with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson's accents, I think that kind of calls for
James Bond.
That James Bond-esque, because it's a spy movie more or less. It's not like Mission Impossible, but men in suits going to do their business, top secret, blah blah blah. It's kind of like Kingsman. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I saw Kingsman. Yeah.
Kingsman is such a great movie, and I think
it's okay movie. It's not a great movie.
I think it's really good.
It's a good movie.
I'm a huge fan of it.
Have you seen the second one?
Yes, I like that one too.
Yo, the guy who's the one from Jump Street that was in it?
Channing Tatum.
He was great. He was great. The movie, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a great movie.
I think it's going to be like that where, Kingsmen are in England and then there's the U.S. version of the Kingsmen.
Which is basically our James Bond.
Yeah, so it's going to be like the American Men in Black and then the English Men in Black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the UK. The cast is diverse. The trailer looks all right. The cast
is also funny. Well, granted, we also thought about Suicide Squad was going to be a great movie.
Yeah, so I think with these kind of things, the spin-offs, you have to take it with a grain of salt before you go see it.
It's also, I like how they're not using the numbers anymore because internationally they're trying to branch away from Men in Black 4. Because I know if they say, it's Men in Black 4, where's Will Smith in the movie?
Yeah.
He was still an agent by the end of Men in Black 3. So
I think they're gonna do a thing where they reference the fact that Will Smith is there, because
reference the monsters that they faced in the Men in Black 1, 2, and 3. Which speaking of monsters, I love how they had those little cockroach guys in the movie, which I thought was great callback.
Yeah, the little skinny worm-looking things.
Even though your buddy the dog wasn't there.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad, but I think that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a little cameo in the film.
Or they're gonna be like, Agent, what was it? Agent J?
K.
No, Will Smith's name.
J, I think it was J.
Agent J well, we see from our intel from back in the States, which it could be maybe Agent J, maybe it could be Agent.
He can definitely appear for like a little cameo and then like.
Oh, like on the screen, like.
Yeah, or just.
Oh, the older director from the first one.
Or just name drop him.
Or have the director from Men in Black.
Yeah.
But do you think? Are you okay with not Men in Black 4? It's its own Men in Black series now, Men in Black International. Would you want it in the?
I think they kind of backed themselves into a corner with this because they wrote Men in Black 3 to just be the bookend of that trilogy. Like, there's no more. And, like, grant you, they can always just find something to say, like, oh, we'll get you out of retirement, blah, blah, blah.
Was Men in Black 2 the one when he wiped his memory the first time, and was it Men in Black 1 he wiped his memory? Because I remember he wiped his memory twice. The third, it was in the third one.
Yeah.
And then the first one he wiped up as well, and then...
I vaguely remember this, because I know Men in Black 3 came out in 2012.
Yeah. Because I remember, because Case told Jay he's retiring in the first one after that. And he's like, I wasn't training you to be a partner, I was training you as a replacement.
Yeah.
And then he wipes his memory. And it is the first one. Kay gets him back to get his memory in the second one.
Yeah, because I know
the second one was the aliens in space that he did a treaty way back.
Yeah.
When. So, and then,
Because 3 has Josh Brolin in it.
Yeah.
And that's the younger version of Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. Which was the third one was...
It came out in 2012.
What was your thought on that? Now ranking it since the fourth.
Well, Men in Black 1, obviously. I think it goes 1, 2, 3.
1 being the best.
1 being the best. Third. Yeah. So I think that's how the ladder goes, especially with all these films. You expect something good, especially with the same stuff, like same cast.
Yeah.
But the way that
look at Star Wars.
Yeah, look at Star Wars. The way the things date, like the way that the formula like holds up, it doesn't go well. You always have to like change something. And I know that there's people out there that are not used to change, but that's just how it goes. That's how the movie industry builds its legacy.
So the question is, are you gonna see this in theaters? Because you grew up in Men in Black. We all grew up in Men in Black. Are you gonna? Is this something that you're gonna spend your hard-working iTunes money on and watch it or not?
I don't think so.
No, you're gonna watch a bootleg version?
I've been very selective, and I think that it comes from the fact that Marvel has tainted my taste in movies.
Oh, your standards now? Like,
Well, no, it's not like a standard. I think it's like I'm only going to go to the theaters to see Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney movies, or the remakes of these Disney movies.
Well, get ready, because we've been living from 2000. When was Iron Man came out? 2007, right?
2007.
And the Batman trilogy, that started the year before we had the years of robots and Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then this year we're living in the years of superheroes.
Yeah.
Disney's taking over with the years of Disney movies.
They're taking over our childhood.
So the movies are going to back out, because back in the day there weren't as much superhero movies.
We were going to the movies to see films like iRobot in 2012. That's our thing.
Yeah.
That was like the movies, I guess. But
that movie, also The Incredibles, Harry Potter's. The Harry Potter was a big thing before.
Harry Potter's definitely was a big thing. But I don't count Incredibles because that's Disney. I'm kind of say like original film ideas that they're not tied to a franchise.
Star Wars at the time.
Star Wars.
Episode 3.
Yeah, but that's like big. I'm talking about like wholesome like iRobot movies.
iRobot movie. The James Bond. I was always going to see
James Bond.
I don't know if you went to go see the James Bond movies when they came out before the Marvel took over.
You mean no? Marvel didn't take over James Bond.
No, I'm saying before Disney came.
Oh, before Marvel took over the movie industry.
Yeah. Did you see James Bond?
I did look at James Bond.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another film. Like, see, that's the problem.
I can't remember.
I can't think of another film I've seen that wasn't Marvel or Disney related now. Because they own Star Wars.
Sounds like the movie. I saw
Ice Age. Was Ice Age count? Like, that's an animated movie, but that's still
I
that's still DreamWorks, like Shrek and all that.
I counted, but I never saw those in the theaters.
I did. I seen Shrek 3 times in the theaters.
Well, Shrek is also on Netflix. I could watch Shrek 3 times on my.
I'm saying when it was in the theaters. Oh my gosh, I was hooked.
Oh no, what else? Damn, I'm trying to remember whatever movies that came out before the superhero franchise.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you really can't.
I'm gonna look this up right now. Keep talking. I'm gonna look up.
You know, I think that is like a tip of the hat to Marvel to like show how they really took over everything, and it's just, you know, props to them for doing that, because you not only established yourself in a market, but you kind of dominate it now. Like,
okay.
There's no other thing. What do you got?
Another movie. It's not an animated movie.
Yeah.
The Simpsons movie. I remember I saw that in the theaters.
Simpsons movie is always good.
It started in 2007. Well, Superbad.
Superbad. Yep.
Predators and Alien.
Yeah.
I saw that in theaters. What else? The Harry Potter movies, like you said. The Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's Disney though.
Yeah, but that was like still not
That was
superhero.
pre-takeover.
Pre-takeover, and that's all in 2007. Wow, I can't believe I forgot about Pirates of the Caribbean because that's still going to this day.
I watched the most recent one. What is it?
When the guy comes back.
Younger Johnny Depp. That one.
No, there's another one where
Dead Men. No, that's
the one. Who's the original? Who's the one who?
Orlando Bloom.
Oh yeah, he comes back.
He comes back. I watched that one and it was not good.
It wasn't good. Wall-E.
Wall-E, yeah.
I saw that in theaters. What else? Disaster movie.
Oh yeah, like those type of movies, like scary movies.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. I don't think I've seen that fully. I think I've seen parts of it.
I didn't see that fully either. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah, there's just a lot of movies out there
that we don't remember anymore. Thanks, Marvel.
Yeah, thanks, Marvel.
For making movie theaters great again.
Yeah,
Thanks.
honestly. But I think that about does it here for the Get Comfy podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed. Remember, we're gonna keep uploading.
Hangover?
Yeah, Hangover. I'm gonna have one tomorrow. But we're gonna keep uploading every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and every Monday at 5 p.m. on iTunes, Podbean, and Spotify. Coming soon for you Spotify listeners.
I also want to intro movie, the X-Men movie.
Oh my gosh, get out of here. I'm gonna mind wipe you. But that about does it here for the Get Comfy podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed.
Bye, guys.